Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US stocks, the US daily stocks for Friday, September the 24th. And with our bullish weekly cycle, if you know that, then we look for Thursday as being the bear day and Friday and Monday being the bullish day. But because we're in a bearish market, we can reverse that a little bit. So we can look at Thursday being the rally day, the corrective rally day, and looking for the trend to resume on Friday and follow through on Monday. Now, if Friday, I can see Friday opening a little bit stronger, but if it rolls over and it's weaker on the Friday, then I suggest, surfing that weakness, and that should follow through into Monday, and we'll see profit taking on Tuesday and that sort of thing. So in reverse a bit, okay? So with this particular market here, as I've mentioned before, I'd assume wave 3 top is in here with the other markets. We do have 5 waves down here, but what's throwing me out a little bit is that we have a nice 5 waves here as well. So in that case, it would have a 3-wave move back to the 61.8%, which it has done, and then have a rally. But if it's going to go down further, then it really needs to stop about where it is here at the moment and then start moving lower at this point. Okay, so that's what we're looking for in a nutshell. We're looking for a turn. So let's just go into the 100 ticks. And so we've seen, first of all, we've got this nice 5 waves up and we've got this ABC rally. So, the markets technically should just continue to move to the upside. We're in our 61.8% area through here. This is 100 ticks, of course. Should just display that so we know where we are. We're on the same page. So I'm just going to go into 10 ticks where we'd also been working as well, and just want to, we don't need any of this over here, so we can just grab this for a moment, and I'll just use these so that we can go there, that can go there, that can go there, just to get a bit of an idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it could be, it looks a bit bullish actually. Still got further to go by the looks of it, a fair way by the looks of it. So we'll see how that plays out, because I'm also considering this move here as well to be the A wave, the B wave and the C wave. But if I start counting that up there, obviously that's 1 and 2. I won't worry about that spike just here. Look at this. Well, we can take it on board, doesn't really matter, but 1 and 2 to here, and 3 and 4 and 5 to here for 1. Well, it could be wave 2 over there for that, because it just is up in 3 waves and down in 5. Yeah, we could get away with that. That would still leave us with 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5. So there can be there could be just one more upside here. So what we could say, first of all, if you've been long, then or you may have taken profit at 34 there. So I'll leave that up to you. But in terms of going short again, we really want, if we're going to go short, we shouldn't really go past, let me just check on this, that's 38.2% retracement is there. So that means that any wave 4s here should stay above that 34. They may spike a little bit lower, but I'm just considering the short trade here. So we want, obviously when it comes down, there'll be a bounce off that and then it'll come through. But we just want that low, and we want that. Okay, so if that occurs, we're on the short side. That could also be your stop loss there as well. Okay, so anyway, I'll leave you with that. It doesn't really matter. And then also too, if it is going to move lower, well, I haven't checked the S&P and all that just yet, so But if that group 2 here becomes the resistance, we also need to be building in on that side there as well. Now, if it's going to be bullish, and we need to look at this as wave 1 and 2 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for the third wave, fourth wave, and fifth wave, well, we'll have to wait for the 5 waves to move up, and then we can look to once we've got 1 and 2, and that would be, we're still 3, 4, and 5 here. We'd still need an A, B, C pattern here. So we'd have to pick it up over here for this. So unfortunately, we just have to watch it complete and roll over. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. We're just sort of looking on the bear side. But yeah. So just coming back to the where are we? 100 ticks. It's been a little bit tricky because we can count 5 waves down in this move, and then we can count 5 waves up here, and they both look good. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like, well, what's going on here, Elliott? You know, so something I don't understand. Obviously, wouldn't be the first time or the first thing. Yeah, but let's just see how this goes, because we'll either look at it as an A wave, a B wave, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming up a bit higher. Probably want to cover that gap. But if it gets up that high, then it's kind of bullish at that point, you know. But then again, we don't want to go long just in front of a large number and all of this top here, because we'll only be forced back, you know. So if it is going to go higher up here, then it'll be something like this. Well, basically, it'll be a repeat of this pattern here. Do you know what I mean? That's what it'll be. And currently, we're about there in the pattern, so we have to wait for that to top out and then to pull back. That's the way that would have to go. I mean, obviously, that can go up at the 400 here now, just under the 400. So yeah, a bit of a tricky one, this one. Sorry about that. Let's just see how it goes. And the Google one, we've got that's a 5-wave move, so we know that when it corrected, we're going to get another 5. So this one here is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. This needs a little bit more of a move in here before coming back down at this point. And then once we get that roll in the top there, then we'll move our stop. We'll move our stop over this side onto that high. And in fact, we can also go long there at that point as well. But we need that second high. We can bring it down to the first high, and then we'll bring it down to the second high. That's why we're putting on our trader hat and sacking the analyst. So there we go for that. So we just have to let that play out. I didn't think that it'll get so awkward, this structure, but there we go. So this is a bit of a mirror thing of, we use this here to basically work the indices to a point as well, as a supporting indicator, really. So, yeah, for this to finish off here a little bit and roll over, that's what we're looking at. And Apple. So with Apple, we're still sitting above 140 in a way, so we're kind of still sticking to the this level up here that's really, it's just sort of vibrating there at the moment. It's got support there. We're still looking for, we can remove this. And we've been working this little uptrend here, so that's what we'll do. We'll go in and have a little look at that. Tick chart. Okay, let's just bring in a little bit more. So just to really need to create another one in here, I think. That's better. I don't have to go so far. So from the top here, this wave 3 here, we counted down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for an A wave, and then a B wave and a C wave. So we've got 3 waves in this move. So I don't think that we're going to drift that far. Now, we know that we know that this is the 150 is the 50-60% retracement level. So that's our sort of general target area, so to speak. And what we've been looking for here, it's a bit same really as Tesla as well. I mean, as Amazon in a way, this particular move up here. But in this case, we can look at it as an A wave, a B wave, 1 and 2. Possible to put wave B over here, by the way, but it was a bit of a spike, so I don't really trust it. I'd rather look at this and go, well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, third wave in here. Then we got that one, so that one can belong to that one. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 for the third wave. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, and then going up for 5. So in that, also not worrying about the spike here, but 1 and 2 here, and then looking at all of this as wave 3 to this point, which just diminishes. Wave 1 is strong, and then the third wave, and then the fifth wave here for that, then the fourth wave here that could also go there, but I just need to mull that over. We can see that it's getting tired, but we just want one more little high here for that. So, but that is a good accumulation a process across here, so it can, even though it looks tired, it can push it up further. So we can look at wave 5 here looking roughly the same as 1. I mean, technically wave 1 should probably go up there, but still it leaves wave 2 here, and I'm not really going to be fussed about that, but what I wanted to do is just get some sort of idea on that. So that can push up a little bit further here before rolling over. The other point here too is that, you know, I suppose under the 145 we could go short. It's a long way away at this stage. You know, we haven't reached our box at this point either. I think, you know, I think what we need, basically I think the takeaway today is that, from what I can see so far, and I haven't checked the indices, is that we're close to a top, or we've got a little bit more to go, but picking tops is dangerous. So we need to see in the Friday session, probably, you know, after the sort of session opens for 20 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever, is that we need to see weakness. So if you see weakness, the idea would be to not chase it, but just try to figure out if there's 5 waves there, and no point in chasing it because you'll only get your fingers burnt. But then there'll be some sort of rally, you know, and then you'll have some sort of low to work with, or second low under here to work with, you know. I think that's generally what you'll need to be looking for. But you need to, in your own mind, you'll need to see that weakness come in. You go, oh, right, you know, that's weak. I mean, in this case here, the market shouldn't really go back below this wave 4 here. But I wouldn't just, you know, if the market came down and spiked that, I wouldn't short it. I would, you know, just give it some space here and, you know, look for something like that there. You know, that's, in this case, this is group 2 here, 65, 72 and 80. The market has found support in there, so that's solid, you know. But if it treated it as a retest here, as a classic trading levels pattern, then you know that you'd be looking to be short on that side there. So I'll just remove that. But yeah, another little move up here, and then look for it to try to sort of get out of that group 2, so to speak. You know, that's kind of what you're looking for. Rightio, moving on to Square. Now, Square's rallied a little bit higher than I expected it to. Technically, it can rally up to the wave 2 here, or a point under it. I've got this second box here above that. That's from that top down to this top, but we know that that's not 5 waves down there. But I was thinking that, well, it could be just an A wave coming down here, an A, B, C for the A wave. But I've really got to let this sort of play out a bit. I mean, I was looking for an A wave, a B wave and a C wave, and I've got that, and I'm looking for Friday to be the turn. So once again, I just want to see if it, you know, makes a move to the downside. I mean, I'm aware that, as we counted before, this wave 4 here going up to wave 5 here, we could look at it at 5 waves up just for wave 1 and then an ABC back for wave 2. We've talked about that a few times. That's why we've still got the little wave 1 there, but we would need to take that high out there to prove that. So we're still a way away from that point, you know. So on the tick chart, just looking at this as a wave 1 down here and an ABC back to that point there, that's really what we've been working, and we'll need to continue working that. So not so much interested in the move down here, but we've been counting this here as an A and a B and a C for the A wave, and then the B wave, and then the C wave. And this one here has come back and just underclipped that there, so technically that would make it a wave B. But at the same time, it's not a clear move through. Could we still look at it as wave 1 and 2 and 1 and 2? I don't know. If we want to, you know, are we splitting hairs? Are we, you know, being too this and that? But there's, you know, it's a clean sort of break. So I think that we're on the right track here. We shouldn't let it go. So what I've been doing is just counting 5 waves up here for this to finish. So wave 1 and 2, and then we went through this one here. So each little wave here is accounted for. So that makes a nice wave 3, and I can see here that this makes 1 and 2 a nice little third wave with a gap, and there'll be a little fourth wave in here and then a fifth wave here. So far as I can see, that should be the top there. But the thing is like we've got this little impulse wave here. So what's that about, you know? Where does that come into play? So are we more bullish? So that's why I'm thinking we really need to be heading long here. If you feel like doing that, that's okay, but let's just halve the position size here. So it's just a small position size, and yeah, I'll see how that goes. Because, yeah, I mean, or do I look at, is this the A, the B, and the C wave to that point, and then I look at this as 1 and 2 here, you know, and then all of this is just the third wave, but then that makes a very small fourth wave compared to this wave 2 here. I mean, I could look at that. It looks like it's a lower than that, doesn't it? So that's possible. But we're above the 61.8% mark as well, so that's the other thing. And we're quite a way above it. You know, we're in group 2 now. So, I mean, to me, as a trader, putting the trader hat on, that's, you know, we're looking at sort of trade setup on the long side stuff here. Okay, we'll probably have to come back to that one. And Facebook, I'd counted down from the top as 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third wave, fourth wave, and fifth wave. So we were looking for that low to build a case here, and it's done that. Well, it's doing that. But compared to the other markets that have rallied, it really hasn't got off the ground, you know. I do wonder too, I'll probably need to spend some time on this on the weekend. I'll just make a note of that. Yeah, because I was also thinking, I've got this wave 3 here. I was just thinking, I know that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2 here. I'm just wondering if that's all the third wave here. And this one I need to check. And that would make this blue wave 3, that would make it at this point. And then wave 4 wouldn't rally that much, you know. It's still very shallow for that rally as a wave 4. Because the wave 4, 1 lesser degree is up, you know, up in this space here for that. I used the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree plus the 38.2%, which is probably a little bit low there, but so yeah, I'm not really quite sure about this. You know, if it made a move, you know, we could have sort of looked at it a little bit. So I'm a little bit unsure. We're being stopped out, which I'm okay with. I mean, you know, we could short it below here, because when you think about it, the market's come down, bounced off it, come through, come back and retested it, and if it drops through again, then we can short it. But the problem with shorting it is that if it does go down here, then we're into number 3 here, and you just have to expect a strong bounce. Normally you can always expect it to come back to the 40. If it's going to be stronger, it's going to come back to the 50. That's the problem with that particular thing. So if you do short it here, you have to get out here at the 30. Well, I always get out at 33 because it gets a little bit rough in there at that point. So just sort of leaving the scene early. So I'm a little bit sort of unsure about this particular this one. So I'll just leave it. I mean, the point about it is that I think it can creep higher through here somewhere to give us a rally, either be at wave 4 or be at this one here. But I don't want to go long because I'm not seeing any good structure here. And I don't particularly want to go short because I know what's going to happen when we get to 3 here. So I don't have a pattern to work off. I need the correction to work off. That's where the next trend is engineered from, and I don't have that. We've done quite well out of this, so I don't think we should sort of poke the snake with a stick at this point, you know. So we'll leave that. And Tesla, she's hanging in there. She's been a slow haul, this one, so it's been sort of almost like Alphabet, sort of Google, sort of not going anywhere. But, you know, we just got to keep working it. There's nothing else we can do. And still expecting another little high here for this. It's not delivering it. Of course, we can short it under this here, but we're not there yet. But let's just go in and continue our journey in Tesla. So so we've got a nice structure all the way up, and I'm happy with all of that. I don't need to go back over all of that, but we are in from wave 3 here. We're looking at an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here for wave 4, and then we're looking for a move up here still. We don't want the green one, we want a grey one, so we still want to make that high there somewhere. Sorry, I was just thinking, can we make this wave 1 here with an A wave and a B wave and a C wave here? I don't think so. But just like to think about things. So we're trying to get 5 waves in this leg here, and we want to be nice if we can be above here. It kind of helps us confirm it because we didn't get it here. So that's where we're at, really. We might have to put this wave 1 here, but that doesn't kind of look right. I think it fits better here from this perspective anyway. A bit dodgy in here, but 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So that's all the third wave in here. And that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and that's 4. So this will be 1 coming up here. So we could use these little dudes, the blue dudes, blue notes. Okay, so we should be looking at something like this. So we're not quite there yet with this. We don't want to short. We could have shorted under there, but so now we need this to finish off, really. So nothing we can do there, really. If you wanted to trade long there, I don't know if it's worth it, paying all that money for a share to get from there to there. Don't know if that's really worth it. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. So that's it. Right. Okay. So thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated, and enjoy the weekend. Cheers.